Myanmar troops stormed an anti-coup protest camp in a pre-dawn operation that local media said killed and wounded several demonstrators as activists defied a bloody crackdown and internet blockade by the ruling junta. Reuters informed that Myanmar has been in chaos since a February 1 coup that ended a brief period of civilian-led democracy and sparked nationwide protests and strikes, despite the ruling military's use of lethal force to quell the resistance. The report also said violence erupted as troops entered the protest site today in the town of Kaeo in the Saigon region, a hotspot of unrest where demonstrators were demanding the restoration of Aung San Suu Kyi's civilian government, a resident told Reuters. India's tally of the coronavirus disease today rose by more than 1 lakh fresh infections for a second time as the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare's dashboard showed that a record 1,15,736 cases were detected in the country in the preceding 24 hours. On April 5, 1,03,558 new cases were reported from across the country. With this, India's COVID-19 tally has risen to 12,801,785, the Health Ministry's dashboard showed this morning. According to reports, total recovered cases reached 11,792,135 after 59,856 more patients recovered from the viral disease in this period, the dashboard showed. Active cases mounted to 8,43,743, rising by 55,250 cases, while 630 fresh fatalities were also recorded in this period, taking the overall death toll to 1,66,177. Upholding Delhi government's decision to make it mandatory for those travelling alone in cars to wear face masks, the Delhi High Court today said that the masks are like a Suraksha Kavach for preventing the spread of COVID-19 and that its use has saved millions of lives. A vehicle, even if occupied by one person, would constitute a public place and wearing a mask therein would be compulsory. Tripura Chief Minister BIPLAB has tested positive for COVID-19. The development has been confirmed by Tripura Chief Minister BIPLAB himself. According to reports, after having tested positive for COVID-19, Tripura Chief Minister BIPLAB has placed himself under home quarantine. In a tweet, BIPLAB requested everyone to follow all the COVID-appropriate behavior and stay safe. HUN Thado Cultural Festival Committee today celebrated the annual HUN Thado Cultural Festival at Brigadier Thomas Ground, Kangpokpi Headquarter. Tribal Affairs and Hills Minister Vungzagin Valte, Muarang Constituency MLA P. Sarad and Kangpokpi Constituency MLA Nemcha Kipgen attended the celebration. 92 fresh cases of COVID-19 have been detected in Assam. These new 92 COVID-19 cases were detected yesterday. According to reports, with the detection of this 92 new case, Assam's active case tally has risen to 683. There has been a gradual rise in COVID-19 cases in Assam, as a total of 70 COVID-19 cases were detected in Assam on Monday, April 5. MNS Chief Raj Thakare said migrant workers from other states were responsible for the rapid spread of coronavirus in Maharashtra, which has been reporting a large number of new infections since the last few weeks. He said the states the migrant laborers hailed from lacked adequate facilities to test them for coronavirus. As per a media report, Raj Thakare said he asked Maharashtra Chief Minister to allow sportspersons to join the practice sessions and to permit gymnasiums to function with social distancing. Around 100 migratory birds have been found dead in Pongdam Lake in the last 2 weeks after the outbreak of a second wave of bird flu in Himachal Pradesh, wildlife officials said yesterday. According to media reports, bird flu had been first confirmed among migratory waterbirds at Pongdam Lake Wildlife Sanctuary in early January that left around 5,000 birds dead in a month. It was contained in early February but has now resurfaced since late March, beginning with the discovery of a dozen bird carcasses in the sanctuary on March 25 last. United States President Joe Biden has announced that all adults across America will be eligible for COVID-19 shots within 2 weeks, while economic powerhouse California set a June 15, 2021 target to fully reopen businesses. As per media reports, the positive news from the United States, which has reported the most coronavirus deaths of any country, but is now a leader in the vaccine rollout, contrasted with a record daily toll in Brazil and Europe's troubled rollout of the AstraZeneca shot. The United States encourages India and Pakistan to have a direct dialogue, said United States Department spokesperson Ned Price. Price made the remark in response to a question regarding recent developments concerning trade ties between India and Pakistan, according to a media report. Ned Price was asked what the United States State Department thinks about the Pakistani cabinet's decision not to resume the import of sugar and cotton from India. 1 in 3 COVID-19 survivors in a study of more than 230,000 mostly American patients were diagnosed with a brain or psychiatric disorder within 6 months, suggesting the pandemic could lead to a wave of mental and neurological problems, scientists said yesterday. Researchers who conducted the analysis said it was not clear how the virus was linked to psychiatric conditions such as anxiety and depression, but these were the most common diagnoses among the 14 disorders they looked at.